Hello friends and welcome back. Last time we have seen on how to implement the loading spinner in Angular 18 and app, and one of our viewers asked us about on how we can add the custom loader instead of using the NGX spinner as the package that we are using for providing this kind of loading indicator. And I'm going to show you on how we can add the custom loading indicator. For example, if you have a logo or any other asset that you may use as your loading a screen indicator, you're going to be using it now. So I'm going to go into my code editor. In this case, I'm going to be adding the logo of my company as Han Media, and I'm going to be also creating the new components that will be containing all the codes regarding the custom loading indicator. So I'm going to go into the source. I'm going to go to the app, and I'm going to open to the integrated terminal. And in this case, I'm going to create a new component. I'm going to call this as custom loader, and I'm going to skip the test because I don't want to create the test file. So once we are done, I'm going to go ahead and press enter, and the component will be generated like this one. And when you take a closer look in here, you can see that I'm having this custom loader. So I'm going to insert some of the codes that I am going to be using for my loading indicator. You can add yours accordingly. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this because I have it prepared in here so as to be able to speed up the process. I'm going to go in here, so I'm going to paste it here. And again, I'm going to add the CSS that will help us to achieve what we want to achieve. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to copy this CSS, and you can do the same if you want to make your custom loader, and you can style it the way you need it. There's no limitation to that. So you can also choose the background color to be like this one, or you can choose it to be complete dark. It doesn't matter on how you do it. The styling are up to you. So once I am done adding this, it's now time to see on how we can modify the busy service. I'm going to go into the busy service, and where we're having these kind of parameters, we're going to introduce another one that is called show custom loader, or any name that you can call it. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to say I'm going to call this as show custom loader, and I'm going to give this as a false as the initial value. And we are going to also see when we call this busy method, instead of bringing this one, we can go ahead and remove everything in here. And instead, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to say that this dot show custom loader, it is going to be equal to true, and this indicates that whenever we call this method, whenever we call this busy method, we're going to be calling this show custom loader. And once also we are going to be into the idle phase, instead of adding this for hide, I'm going to go back and say this dot show custom loader, it is going to be equal to false. Okay, like this one. And the way we use it, I'm going to go back into the app.component.html. Instead of having this ngx spinner, I'm going to go ahead and say app custom loader, and this is now how it is going to be looking like. When you go back to the browser, and you can see that I'm having this, it is showing up like this one, and we need to add the condition of showing this and hiding it. The condition that we have to add, first of all, we need to inject the service and make it public. So I'm going to go into the app.component.ts, and I'm going to add the constructor, and I'm going to say public busy service, and I'm going to call this as busy service, and this is the one that we're going to be using. So I'm going to be saying that we're going to be showing this custom loader whenever we have the show custom loader value as a true. So I'm going to be saying at if, and I'm going to use this snippet. I'm going to say busy service dot show custom loader, and in this case it is going to be wrapped inside so as to be able to accommodate the changes. So I'm going to do like this one and try to come back to the browser. So whenever you click on employees, we said there will be this call to the API that indicates our loading indicator so as to be able to see if now we are getting it. And that's how I know how you can add the custom loader. The one that asked me to do this, I hope you get the answer. And the other one who may need to see on how to add the custom loader, you can add this upload. I'm going to create a new branch for this so as to be able to to accommodate the changes without disrupting the changes from the previous video. Make sure to check the description for the GitHub link about these changes, and you're going to be implementing in your project smoothly. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click on subscribe, and from now till next time, stay cool and peace.